Oh yeah. Then I'm probably gonna go offline and play also Marvel Rivals or play Marvel Rivals on Steam stream. I need to play something with a little bit more action because I'm feeling like super beat up today. If this makes sense. Okay, so just to I guess show you guys what is this. So Boomman, this is the initial menu. So there's a couple of settings you can do here. And I don't know, FPS, all of this. I still need to see which are the best. But there's not a lot of bunch of controls. They even show up all here. So it's just pretty much movement controls, and then most of the things you'll use either the control to crouch or left, right mouse buttons and tab to see what you need to do. So in that sense, it's easier than Phasmophobia. So then you have like your character. You can kind of customize your character. As usual in these horror games, I guess it is very clunky. All horror games like they look very very clunkily, which I like. The reason why I picked up this game, like I said in the announcement to adopt, is because it's similar to Phas, yes, in a way, but also different because you're not trying to identify a ghost, even though you have a ghost guide to help you. At least to help you understand how the ghost behaves. But you also loot a house, like just the whole concept of you're looting a house of a dead guy or a dead creature, whatever. That's kind of nice. But also one of the things that really called my attention in this game was also the PvP mode, where one of your team members can actually be the creature, the monster. So you can either be four of you playing against the computer, against the monster, or one of you can be the monster and try to kill your friends. So has a lot of stuff to do. You can either play single player game, you can play against a monster with your friends, or you can have one of your friends be the monster. You can pretty much define the gender, the skin of tone that you want, the stripes of your shirts, eventually masks. Uh, you're not doing tasks, but yeah, I mean, your team has a job. That's correct. The team has a job, which is you have to steal items from from the house, and then your colleague is like the monster, whatever. So it will have jump scares, but the game is not gore. So that's why I was asking, like, if you would be interested to trying it out. Saboteur is a great game. I never played it. So yeah, and you can have perks. We can explore this because we have the market. On the market, you can buy masks because at the end of each, you don't have prestige in this game like Phasmophobia, whatever, but you earn money with the jobs, and you can. I guess you can buy these things. You have masks. You have keys. The keys gives you access to being able to play other maps, and then you have perks that are kind of, I guess, powers that you can associate with your character. Um, by the way, once you do the tutorial, you get some cash, and I think you also get some cash. I don't know. The cash that I got here was a tutorial that I did plus something else that I don't remember what it was. Okay, so then you can actually get to play. If you do the tutorial, it's 200 plus cash points. You can host a burglary, I guess. You can join. You can do solo. You can put private if you don't want anyone to kind of max players. It's 4 per game. So let's do, I guess, single. Even though I, it's gonna be a mess. It's just for me to show you guys the game and to convince you to download it to play with me. So, um, so you can equip perks that we don't have at the moment. We can go to shop once again from here. You have the ghost guide. So at the moment, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 types of ghosts. Also, I'm doing this review because I'm gonna convert this part of the stream on a Twitch highlight, so I can do an actual review and place it on YouTube, which is kind of nice, explaining the game, trying to give it more visibility. So you have the Boomen, which are the ghosts pretty much, let's call it like that. And there's a description that will tell you what they do. So Edith is the old lady whose footsteps you hear in the attic above your room at night. She may be hard of hearing, but if you catch her gaze stalking you from across the dark, just know that she can turn off the lights. If Edith has you backed into a dead end, wait for her to turn off the light. You can turn it on as soon as she enters the room and make a quick escape. So each ghost, or each Booman, you will have like a tip about it to help you go through the level. So we have the Scav, we have Ghost Girl, we have the Troll, we have the Mimic, we have Cynthia, we have Arnie, and we have Scamper. From what I understand, because it's a very small game, they're doing like a big update like once a year where they add new things. They've been doing it consistently. The game launched in 2022. They did an update in 2023. They did an update in 2024, and I'm assuming they will drop an update in 2025 where they launch new maps, new ghosts, whatever. Then you have like the PvP. In case you pick, the ghost you wanna be, or the creature, the Booman you wanna be, it gives you the controls, the abilities you have. I think they're all available. Okay, not all available. Not all of them are available in PvP, it seems, just some of them. But it will give you the ability and the kill. How do you kill? And then you have the dolls. So, explaining what dolls are. You have voodoo dolls, finder dolls, and outage dolls. So voodoo doll is when a player dies, their voodoo doll will spawn. If a living player interacts with it, the doll will go to the body and revive that player, which won't apply to me as we're experiencing just 101, right? Or single player mode. But as a group, this will happen. And each person will get one doll per round. So pretty much what this means is like one person can be revived per round. Then you have the finder doll. The finder doll will spawn at the start of every round, but should be saved when needed. This doll will find any random item and is currently learning where all the items are, so be patient, he is trying his best. So it's kind of a scanner. It will give you kind of a hint to where items might be. And then you have the outage doll. Outage doll will only spawn during a power outage, but in the same spot each time. This doll will navigate through the spooky dark and turn on the breaker. It will also glow in the dark, so if you find yourself stuck somewhere during a power outage, look for this doll. Okay. Then we have settings, whatever. Now, picking the map. We're gonna do regular, not PvP. We can also do custom games, which is interesting. We can pick up the difficulty. Let's go easy. You can see that between easy and nightmare, things will change here. So the conditions, you'll have 2 monsters instead of 1. You only have 1 light. I will explain what this means in a moment. Let's go with easy, which is up to 4 lights at once, 6 items on the list, blah, 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 blah. And then you have the map. So you start the game by having 2 available maps, 1 size small, 1 size medium. But then you need like keys required to open the random maps. And then you have a selection here that also you can pick a random. So pretty much you earn money. Money gives you keys. Keys makes you unlock new maps. Let's go for small. And we start. So, what's the kicker about this game? For you not to die, you need to always stand in the light. What does this mean? Before I enter the house, you just have 1 item with you, which is this little light that I'm holding right now. And you see this little bar that's showing like on the bottom of my screen. So this pretty much is the power that I have available. So this means that once I get into the house, it will start counting, and this power, which is equivalent to electricity, will start counting. Okay. Once it reaches 0, all the house will go dark, and that's where I'm in danger. Because in the dark, the ghost can see me and the ghost can kill me. So when the power goes out, I need to find the breaker in the house and turn on the breaker so I don't get killed, right? Also, when you're inside the house, because we chose the easy mode, that means we can have 4 lights turned on inside the house at the same time. If you do more, this little bar right here will turn red and you will have a power outage and you will be left pretty much in the dark. So this is a waiting game, I guess. Not a waiting game, but you need to play around the lights. Try not to be in the dark. And collect the items and go away once you have all the items. And the part is try not to die. This is kind of terrifying to play alone. Oops, sorry about that. It's kind of terrifying to play alone. But I'm gonna give it a try just to, show you. But just as Phasmophobia, playing this alone is something. It's funny to play in a group. So, okay, so straight off the bat, we want to turn on the lights. That's the porch light, doesn't matter. We have to quickly find another light. Here. Okay, we have light here. So right now, we're fine. See the green light? That's the power that we have. I wish we could have another one. Okay. If we hit tab, we have the list of things that we need to try and find. So 1 smartphone, a top secret envelope. As a team, this will be much easier, but pretty much that's it. So we need to try and find items. A bottle of fancy wine. Vinyl records. Okay, okay. See what's happening over there? Like, the power is already flickering a bit. So what's gonna happen is because I'm playing alone and probably is gonna be like more difficult to play alone. I will probably die like super fast, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's way easier when you have people playing with you. Oh, is that the bottle of wine? No. But we have the doll here. Hello, doll? Where? Okay, show me. Show me where the items are. Show me! You're not gonna show me? Come on. Come on. You don't want to work? There's no item in this room? Okay, so I'm stressing because we're playing this alone, right? But yeah. Apparently you can find cash as well in the drawers. That's always something you need to kind of be on the lookout, because we want to have cash with us, right? Okay, we want to have cash with us. Okay. I think I might have to change my crouch button because this is annoying. Can we change this to C? I would prefer a C. Okay, apply and return. Return to game. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm looking for the cash, right? No, it's interesting. It's interesting. So you have to manage the power, right? And this doll is not telling me where the fuck it is, where stuff is. We still didn't find anything, but I wanted to kind of show you the outage so you guys could see what happens. Sometimes where it gets spooky is you will see the ghost in the dark, you will see the eyes, and as soon as you have a power outage, it will start hunting you like ASAP, like on the spot. It's very like, uh-oh, we have a power outage. See? And now probably our priority is running like hell and trying to find the breaker. Oh my god, we have a chainsaw. Oh god, we died. Okay. We were killed by the chainsaw guy. That's it. We won 15 cash. So this specific ghost pretty much killed us in the dark. But yeah. That's it. It's not gore. It's a type of game like you get used to it. But so when the power goes out, you need to fucking run like hell, and you need to try and get the power source, I guess, to turn on the light again. So it's a game in which you have to do a lot of management between the energy that you have and the items. So this would be interesting. It's easier to play as a group, to be honest, because you can split between divisions pretty much and try and get as much, I guess, items as possible in order to survive pretty much and get faster. However, you can only, depending on the difficulty that you pick, you can only have, for example, an easy 4 lights turned on at the same time. So in terms of commands, it's easier because you're not trying to figure out the ghost. I mean, you will see the ghosts so right now, like if I was playing with someone, hey Chard, welcome in. If I was playing with someone and I died, I would know that how do I say, I would know that the ghost had a chainsaw, right? So that means I could go to the ghost guide at any given point and I could tell my teammates that it's Arnie. So I could say, hey, I think I was killed by Arnie, because you can see the ghost's shape, right? So we would say Arnie's body can only chase after what his head sees. Break sight from the head before his body catches up. So this gives you a hint. It means I died because his head I was somewhere in the line of sight of the head. But because I was panicking and I was alone, I had no idea where the head was. So I couldn't break contact with the head, so Arnie killed me. So if you're playing alone, it's more difficult, right? If you're playing as a group, like someone could be across the room and say, oh, the head is like right behind you, just like run or something. Or the head is across the room, like go somewhere else. So you don't have to actually guess the ghost. But once one of you dies or sees the ghost in the corridor because they have a physical form, you can go to the ghost guide and be like, oh, I know what he does already. So is it a paid game? It is, but it's like $6 or $7. It's cheaper than Phasmophobia. So that's it. That's pretty much what the game is about. So I guess in a way, it's a bit simpler because you don't have to try and figure out the ghosts, but you do have the levels of difficulty that would be required in a game because you need to still complete an objective. So yeah, easy, you have easy. So easy, you can have up to 4 lights at once, 6 items on the list. Your breaker, so your power starts at full capacity, so you have more time to find the items, and you have a reward of 100. Player collision just means like you can kind of collide against other players if you want. If you change to normal, it's up to 3 lights at once. You will have 8 items. Breaker starts at 85. You have $150 reward. Hard, you can only have 2 lights. 12 items on the list, so you can see like less lights but more items, so it gets more difficult. Insane, 1 light, 16 items that you have to collect. Why is this insane already? Because remember that every time you turn off the light, if you can only have, like, every time you are in the dark, the ghost can see you. So if the ghost happens to be in the same room as you, you're fucked. He insta starts, like, the boomman insta starts hunting you. So that means if you can only have one light on at the same time, it means you will have to turn it off, and there's a moment in time you will be in the dark longer. You know, breaker starts at 10%, and then you have like nightmare mode. Hey Naz, welcome in. In nightmare mode, you have 1 light but 2 boommen, so 2 ghosts. I don't know which. Here it only says max items, but I'm not sure how many they are, because insane is like 16, right? And then nightmare is like max, probably more. No hints or helper dolls. So you don't have hints, you don't have helper dolls, and you have 300 rewards. So you have a lot of modes here. So I think it does bring a level of difficulty that is cool. So this is the horror game that I decided to start champion in this channel. It will be part of my main games that I stream around here. So if you're curious, guys, get the game. Let's start making some content out of it. If you cannot afford the game, don't worry. We'll be doing some giveaways for the game pretty soon, and slowly but surely our community can start playing it. So that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you like this game over here. We can try and do like I guess a regular one again alone, but alone is very difficult. It's like fast. It's better with a group, right? You can play alone, but it's way better if you just play with someone. Difficult. Let's go with easy. Why? Oh, because never mind. I picked regular. You need to exit this. So leave. Ah, okay. Play solo burglar. That's it. Let's select the map. Size small. Eventually, I need to look at the perks, but difficult. Let's put easy because I'm a scaredy cat, and let's start. Alone, I'm gonna die very quickly, to be fair, but it's just to show you a little bit more of the game. And hopefully entice you to get it. Okay. Let's see if we can pick more. Okay. I want to try and rob more things now. If you like this, check out Dark Hours as well. I will. Like, this is probably the game I'm gonna be focusing more. I wanted to adopt like a horror game for my channel as well, but that wasn't be Faz, because Faz is great. Don't get me wrong. We all love Faz in my channel, but we wanted to kind of main a different game. And one thing that this game brought my attention was that it also has PvP, so you can play solo, you can play as a group, and you also have PvP, which I find it personally very interesting. In which one of you can be the ghost? And because my community is very strong on like being competitive and PvP, like I thought this was a good choice to champion. But of course we can check other stuff. I do like to have main games, which are the games that I'll be streaming the most, that we will specialize in. that we will gather a community around, but then we also have a day a week we do other stuff and other varieties. So obviously we can play other stuff. So I'll definitely check that out, Ness. Thank you. Oh, these are not what I wanted. Skeleton key. The keys are the worst. So alone, I'm a bit scary cat. I'm. Oh. I think I should probably find the breaker. I'm gonna die. Because playing this alone is hard. Breaker is probably in the garage, which I have no idea where it is. Fuck. So we need to be kind of quick, I think. But I'm gonna be dead soon. More cash. More cash. The PvP parts really kind of got to me. Because I think it's probably very fun to have like someone play the monster as well. How many lights do I have open? Uh-oh. I didn't do that. I think. Oh, power outage. I'm fucked, chat. I'm fucked. It's probably... Oh! See? That's what I mean. I'm dead. I'm dead. See? It's... Mimic tip. Return to the lobby. Yeah. Mimic will only attack in the dark. Constantly moving between rooms will not only help break sight, but prevent it from getting a chance to turn off the lights. I think that was a Mimic. See? It's completely a wacko game, but it's a good game. I saw a video like a perspective of the killer if you're playing PvP, and it's literally like the ghost cannot see you in the light. So that's interesting. I have no idea what killed me. Let's see the ghost guide, because I still don't know. Was it a scamper? I don't think it was a scamper. The mimic. Oh, it was a mimic. That's why it said mimic. Mimic is more likely to get you if you spend too much time in one room. Constantly moving from room to room will prevent it from getting the chance to turn the light off. So it turns off the light. Mimic follows the rules of the dark, but can disguise as a player to travel through the light? Really? Keep an eye on who your real friends are and which one just made the light flicker. There's always a fucking mimic. See? There's always a fucking mimic in each game. What was the game that you were saying? You were saying Dark Hours. Let me check on the browser. Dark Hours. What is this? Co-op survival horror game up for 4 players. Okay. Oh, haunted heists. So you're also stealing stuff from ghosts? You're also stealing stuff from ghosts? Yes. What's up with these heists? But this one doesn't have PvP, does it? Okay, let me see. Operation, exploration, manage your gear. Yeah, a bit bigger. Yeah. I love like there's a lot of but you can push your friends into danger. That's also fun. I guess any sort of interaction, like if you can push your friends into danger, that's funny, right? You can either be the ghost. It's like there's another game that it's very cool. I don't know if you tried it, but it's a game called Forewarned. It's like fast, but like Egyptian style, and you can be the mummy when you die, I guess, and you can also mess up with the gameplay. So I think like any game that, yeah, Forewarned is fun. any game that you can either place your teammates in danger or just mess with them is like fun. But yeah, I kind of ended up choosing to champion this one as a main just because of the PvP section, because I think it can also be cool. It kind of makes me feel that it's like Phasmophobia meets DBD in a way when there's a killer, but not as complex, of course, but still cool. My girlfriend always tries to set me on fire when I'm the mummy. There's a clip of me doing that by accident to one of my moderators because I didn't know you could catch her on fire. I couldn't catch because I could catch her on fire. I had like this torch with me, and I approached her character, and I was like, we were talking about it, and I approached too much, and she caught on fire as a mummy, and that was funny. Hey, and thank you for contributing for the challenge. We already played like a whole chapter of A Night in the Woods. I was just showing chat a round of this game and explaining what it was all about because I was also going to do later a Twitch highlight out of that explanation to place it on YouTube. So that's going to be fun to do a little bit more of content on the game. But yeah. So yeah, and in the terms of spooky games, I ended up picking this one. You can play alone with friends or PvP, and I think that's always kind of funny. I actually have no idea how the PvP is set. Oh, you can choose. Hmm? You can probably choose what? Kill Mactis. Interact overlap. Yeah, eventually I need to kind of test this PvP mode, but it is a good pick. It is a good pick. I thought so too. I was researching it today, and I was happy with my pick. It seemed like a fun